All right, hello. My name is Maverick. I am 18 years old, and this is for the Something You Don't Know About Me assignment. This skill is very special to me, and I like to think I'm a very diverse person when it comes to passions and interests and skills. I'm kind of all around the board. I know a lot of people like to focus on one or two things, but I'm everywhere. And so this is one of my proudest passions because it really has driven me to have feeling or discovering more of a purpose for me in this life. And that's astrophotography. Astrophotography, man. Sometimes I struggle saying that. Astrophotography is just how it sounds. It's photography of the night sky, and it's one of my favorite things to do on Earth. I've loved the night sky since I was little. Used to stare at planets through telescopes and just observe things at night with my dad when I was young. And then around like 4 years ago, I just found a random video on YouTube that was just talking about astrophotography. And then I was like, okay, I want to try this. So I started with my phone. Didn't do anything. Astrophotography of a phone is very challenging. But then I realized that I need to spend a couple $1,000s to even get a basic setup for astrophotography. And so that's what I did. And I saved up, got some equipment, and it went from there. And yeah, so I'm going to show you some of my astro images that I've taken over the couple years, and some of the ones I'm most proud of. Yeah, so let's get into it. So first one I have is this is Orion. So if you've ever heard of Orion, I'm sure most of you have like at least heard the word Orion. This is actually what it is, and you won't see any of this with the naked eye. This is all, I guess it's like kind of a beauty of doing astrophotography is that you get to see what's there, but our eyes just can't see, and then that to me is just beautiful. Yeah, so like this is Orion Nebula. You have the Horsehead Nebula, the Flame, Barnard's Loop, a lot of cool things. This was during the beginning of my astro journey too, so I wasn't very advanced, and that's why there's a lot of problems with stars and just noise and all that, and like the chromatic aberration too, which is that blue stuff around the stars. Yeah, so next is this. This I took in the beginning of 2023 when the green comet came around, which is this comet. And it's one of my favorite images just because this comet won't be back for like 50,000 something years. So I was very lucky to be able to image it, and now I could share it. And it's just, I don't know, it's kind of like a bragging, right? Yeah, and it's called a green comet. You could tell the color is very green. It's a gorgeous color. And this is a star trail image. So I was actually tracking the comet with a star tracker, because in astrophotography what you do is you use a star tracker and you polar align, which is basically you just align to the North Star, so you're following the northern axis. Yeah, but instead of using that to track the stars, I use it to track the comet. And yeah, I turned up with this, and as you can see, the comet's pinpoint and it's focused, and the stars are trailing. And I'm very proud of that photo. Next is Rho Ophiuchi, and this is a cloud complex in kind of Scorpio. I don't know why it's called Rho Ophiuchi, because it's actually in Scorpio, but it's also in Ophiuchi, or Ophiuchus, which these are just constellations. And Scorpius, not Scorpio. Sorry, I'm rusty, guys. It's been a bit. Yeah, so this is one of my proudest images too. Just lots of different cloud structures, dark nebulosity, reflection nebulosity, emission, and it's just one of my favorite targets because it's just a mix of everything. And this is right off the Milky Way, so it's also a really cool target, and it's a summer constellation, or summer target, I should say. Early spring, summer, yeah. Next is Pleiades. Pleiades is also one of my favorite images. I'm going to speed through these last couple. Just love the star cluster. You can see the star cluster with the naked eye, but you can't see any of the reflection nebulosity, which is this blue. And yeah, really proud of this image. This is Andromeda Galaxy, which is actually our neighbor galaxy, and it's a beautiful, beautiful galaxy. I love it. And this is probably my best photo of it. I got really good stars in this too. I don't know what it was, maybe the sharpening, but the color also just turned out great. And yep, love that one. This is the North America Nebula. So this is, actually it's not just that, it's really just Cygnus, which is a constellation. It's a wide field of Cygnus, because you have the North America, you have the Seagull, what is that? I forget. Your butterfly nebula. Man, I need to do my stuff. I need to do some more work. And this is the crescent over here, but this is called the butterfly. What is that called? Is it called a seagull? I'm blinking. But yeah, this is like in the Milky Way, not like the direct core of the Milky Way, but in the Milky Way. So it's very, very star heavy, as you could tell. There's so many stars, and that's what I love about this. You get to see how big our universe is. Oops. Oh, that was actually a previous photo from like 5 years ago, so you can see the difference. Anyway, yeah, so that's some of my astro. I have a lot more images, but I can only get these right now because they're all at home on my computer. So yeah, and astrophotography, it's really changed my life. It's made an impact. It's helped me gain perspective on, I don't know, reality. Just we're so small. We make such a small impact in the grand scheme of things, and yeah, I just find it beautiful to look at the piece of art that we live in, and like it's a masterpiece. You know, everything was placed so just intricately, and I love it. And so yeah, that's my skill that people don't know about me, and one of my favorite hobbies on this earth. So yeah, thanks for listening. I hope you all enjoyed that.